Well, on the way back I'm going to have a little chat with you about future plans. Not so much over the winter. If I can, I get back to my walking. I'd like to carry on doing a bit of kayaking, do a bit of winter kayaking this year, but I'll probably get back to my Kent walk series. But I have got some longer term plans, sort of aiming towards next spring, so there's no pressure, what with work and Christmas and obviously just bad weather when you're trying to, you know, with all the good intentions, you just can't get a lot done. But more about that in a moment. And one of the main issues is, like with this journey or this trip out and the River Stour in Suffolk and Essex, is that I'm doing sort of 140 mile plus round trips to go out on the paddle. And obviously, because I'm a solo paddler, and this will be the same for walking, I do everything on my own, I literally have to do the out and back. So especially with the paddling, I'll paddle sort of 8 miles and I have to paddle 8 miles back, so it takes me ages to complete a route, any route. It did with the Medway Canoe Trail, which I started early in the summer, and I could only do it in sections, so I would do sort of 6 to 8 miles, 6 to 8 miles back, and then try and start off from the next point, and it seemed to take forever. So what I want to try and do is work a way around that. So with that in mind, something I've been thinking about quite a while, I drive an SUV, Kia Sportage, but it's not really, it's a four-wheel drive, but it's not really a utility vehicle. There's bugger all room in the back, the seats don't fold right down, so I do struggle to get a lot of kit in. I can get the kayak and bits in, but I'd really struggle if I was sticking camping gear in there as well. It would become very disorganised. But I still have a Peugeot partner van for when I was a gas engineer, in superb condition. For some reason I'm still running two vehicles, so rather than sell it, what I'm thinking of doing is converting it into a micro camper van. So the aim of this is, if I can convert that into a nice little home on wheels, what I will be able to do is go out on trips whereby not so much, I may still have to do the return journey, because obviously I can only drive it to A, and then if I walk to B I've still got to walk back to A, but I can do then some overnighters and maybe travel on the next day. So if you'd say, for argument's sake, with the paddling, where I'm travelling all the way over to Suffolk, doing a section of the Stour, paddling back, driving home, then I have to drive, you know, a week later all the way back over there to get the next section done. So what I could do, I could probably get, if I do an overnighter or 2 overnighters, I can get a lot more of the paddling done. And this is the same with hiking or rambling. I can literally park up somewhere, do a section of the walk, come back, spend a night in my little micro camper, drive on to the next section, do that, come back, spend the night in the micro camper, or drive home. So it just makes a lot of sense, and it also means then I can start making little micro camping videos as well. Now, like I say, the van's in good nick, body wise, engine wise it's in good nick. It's never been really used as a builder's van. I was from the day I bought it I was self-employed, but I was a gas inspector, so I was only carrying really test equipment where I'd be going around checking engineers and compliancy companies. So the van is basically immaculate. However, it needs a new clutch, it needs the brakes done, it needs a little bit of mechanical work to bring it right up to spec, which I'm planning on getting done within the next month. And then I was going to go straight for a full conversion, or one of these kit conversions, a boot jump. But after a little bit of thought, I thought, well, I'm not too sure about that. See, the big thing with the conversions is you're laying out a few £1,000 to have it done, and then if it doesn't work out, then you're sort of lumbered with, well, you can sell it on, but you're losing a load of money. So what I'm actually thinking of doing now is I'm going to do a no build one. To start with, I'm going to make my own cot up, my own bed up. I'm going to get a few bits in it. I'm going to go out and I'm going to try the micro camping life to see if I enjoy it, and then that way round as well I can work out what best suits me, what I need, not what, you know, the manufacturers can supply. So yeah, so the first thing is just to get it habitable, get it insulated, which I do myself, soundproofed, insulated, 4-way stretch carpet for the insulation, probably make a basic bed up, get some small units in there. I've got tons of camping gear, I've got all the stoves and that, so a lot of the stuff I've already got, and then just get out, do a few nights. I may not even like it, I might go, oh no, I don't know about that. Then all I've done is I've put a lot of labour in and a bit of money insulating a van, and I can sell it on insulated as a project for someone. So as I said, if I get it in to the mechanics, get what I needed done, probably stick a fresh MOT on it, service, just get it all checked out, then yeah, I'm not saying I'm going to get out over the winter. I'm going to take my time. I've got work, we've got Christmas literally round the corner already, absolutely abysmal weather. It's probably not the time to be getting out and doing it, and I may even not get it insulated till about March. I might just get the van all tidied up and start running it around, probably sell the Sportage, which will give me the funds for the project, and then my aim is to sort of get this all done by sort of March, April, as the weather starts to improve. Now you can imagine the potential that if I do get the micro camper done and I do actually enjoy it. Now remembering that although I've not got a lot of videos of wild camping, I do go wild camping. I have been going wild camping, sleeping in 1-man and 2-man backpacking tents. So I know what roughing it is, and the micro camper won't be roughing it in comparison to some of the things I've put up with in tents before. So I'm assuming that I'm going to get on with it quite well. Then I can then look into maybe getting a professional build done by a manufacturer, or indeed see if I can contact one of my friends that's a carpenter and, you know, mill over a bespoke design and get it made for me. I won't be making it myself. I've not got the tools or the inclination to do that anymore. So but you can just imagine the potential. You can get out and even doing mini tours. You know, if I take a few days off of work on my annual leave, I can literally stretch a 2-week holiday out of it and just go on a mini tour, kayaking or you know, well, I can even take tents. I can take a 1-man tent and still do a bit of wild camping while I'm in between my micro camping. So the potential is absolutely endless. Or just nights out by the sea, just cooking up and sitting there staring out into the ocean. I just really fancy the concept, and it really suits the way I'm going now at 66 and with arthritis and things like that, that maybe it's time to get off the ground and look at another way of getting the same enjoyment out of the outdoors, but without the pain and hardship. So there you go, there's a little heads up, there's a little look into the future of me and the David Wilson Out and About YouTube channel. So back to the micro camper business. Now today is an absolutely perfect example of where the micro camper would come in handy. I'm in a little car park. Okay, the car park I'm in allegedly shuts at 8 PM, but all I've got to do is a bit of Google Earthing, find a little car park locally somewhere that's out the way, or just somewhere out the way where I can park up and even do a stealth camp. So what I'm doing now, I'm out on the paddle, and this paddle is approximately now, because I've extended it, probably round about 8 miles. Now part of the reason I'm only doing 8 miles is because of the journey home. Now I spent 3 hours driving here. Now if I don't leave say get off this canal, packed away and on the road by 1 p.m. If I leave it till 2:30, I'll have at least another 3 hours plus getting home because of the road works. It's not traffic. The traffic jams are not through crashes. It's all road works. So that would be literally 6 hours, 7 hours on the road for an 8-mile paddle. Now I love the paddle, but I don't overly enjoy the journey. Now had I travelled down here today, I wouldn't have needed to leave so early if I was staying overnight. So I could have travelled down a little bit later in the day, paddled a lot further, come off the water at say 4 p.m, 5 p.m, move my car, or if necessary I don't have to move the micro camper. I can get in the back, have a little rest, do a cook up, video that, set up for the night, have a nice sleep, and I could travel home in the middle of the night when there's no traffic on the roads. It just makes a lot of sense, and it will hopefully add some really good content to the YouTube channel, because you know a lot of people do like the whole aspect of the camping out type stuff. So I'll be combining, you know, a micro camp with a hike, a micro camp with a kayaking, micro camp with a wild camp. I can go off for one night with my one-man tent, do an overnighter, and then walk back to the car, to the micro camper. So yeah, it's literally the ideas are racing around in my head. I'm actually getting quite excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you like the sound of what I got planned for the winter and 2024, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.